Hi, I'm Nadia Dunn. Welcome to IDX TV here at the Package Fulfillment, Logistics and Delivery Expo. I'm joined by Taoufik from Reisen International. Thanks so much for being here.
And thank you very much for having me this morning. Good
Now,
morning, everyone.
good morning, good morning. Now, Taoufik, can you tell us a bit about Reisen International and the background of the company?
Yeah, absolutely. So, Reisen International has been founded by Oli Rigg back in alongside partnership from Apollo back in 1995, and we've been around for almost 27 years now, mainly focusing on vertical conveyance, so spiral conveyors. We do also a little bit of bucket elevators, for certain industries. We're proud to say that we're the number one manufacturer of spiral conveyors in the USA because we are made in the US. We build everything in our plant in Yorktown, Virginia, and we service. Our strength was in the packaging and manufacturing, but over the past couple of decades, we start seeing some trends within the warehousing. So we put some focus there, and now we're seeing some movements in the warehousing and distribution side of the business.
What kind of movement is that? What's being caused by that?
Definitely the need, the demand for goods, and also being as close as possible to the consumer. We start seeing some trends when it comes to e-commerce. I know Amazon was one of the leading companies when it comes to that, but we've seen a lot of companies moving toward that direction, especially over the past couple, 3 years since the pandemic happened. We've seen tremendous growth when it comes to e-fulfillment, e-grocery, and e-tail, and having micro fulfillment centers closer to the cities to cater for the consumer.
So, how are you keeping up with this growth? How are you staying ahead of your competitors?
So currently, the good thing that we had is the fact that we were a US-based company. So when it came to supply chain, we were already ahead of the competition. What we had to do is making sure that we continue that growth. Uh, the good thing that happened on our end is last year. We just celebrated our 1 year anniversary of our acquisition with Apollo. So Apollo, or Royal Apollo, is based in the Netherlands. They've been in a relationship with Ryzen since the beginning, so it was an organic, shift and acquisition. What that did to us, it gave us a global reach because they have like their strength in Europe, in Asia, and they just basically added more value to our company when it comes to R&D and staying ahead of the trends and keeping up with the market demand.
And what about the next few years? What have you got to do to keep ahead?
Absolutely. So we've seen a couple things in the industry. Is number one, a lot of people are looking into robotics. So we need to look into that aspect as far as incorporating a robot with our spiral conveyors. Another thing we've seen is things are going more and more vertical. I wouldn't be surprised if the next few years we'll see skyscrapers becoming warehouses. So we need to keep up with that. So we're working on certain areas within the company to reach new heights. Pretty much the sky is the limit at this
Excuse the
point.
pun, yeah.
Exactly. So we have that, and then the other thing is everything that we learned within the packaging manufacturing side, which is the uptime, the speed, the reliability. People want when they order it, they want it yesterday. So we want to make sure that we're reliable, which basically we build that trend or that experience within the packaging manufacturing, and it will be like an easy transition to the warehousing world. So when it comes to vertical sortation, that's another thing we're looking at. And just basically being faster, but also reliable and efficient with our systems.
Tell us more about the vertical conveyancing that seems to have become more and more popular. Why is that, and why are more people doing it?
Yeah, so a couple things. Number one is automation overall is becoming more and more popular. Number one, due to labor shortage and high, like accuracy and availability of goods to the consumer. The other thing is because of that, the warehouses are getting closer and closer to the cities. So we're seeing more micro fulfillment centers. As you know, the closer you get to the city, the land it's not cheap. So one way to solve that problem is instead of going horizontal and building in the suburbs or in the middle of nowhere, so to say, and now they're getting closer to the cities and going vertically versus horizontally.
Yeah, absolutely. And what do you get, or what does Ryson International get out of coming to an event like this?
Yeah, well, a couple things. Number one is definitely exposure. We want to make sure that our customer sees us, that we're here, we're following the trend, we're like the exposure aspect of it is definitely a must or a given that we have to be here in every event possible. The other thing is for us to connect with our integrator partners. The good thing that we've seen over the past, at least yesterday, is we've seen a lot of traffic when it comes to the integrator partner, the exhibitors. So we were able to reconnect with them, and then also nothing can beat face to face. So, the more we're trying to recoup or catch up from the past couple of years, so the more face to face time we can have with our integrator partners and end users is the best.
That's what a lot of the delegates are saying at these events. It's so nice to be back with people
Absolutely.
in real time.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you for your time. It's
Thank
been
you.
great to meet you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Same here. Thank you for having me.
And thank you for watching IDX TV, brought to you by CCL.